Hi there, and welcome back to Megaman 3D 2. Let's see if we can continue our adventure, shall we? First thing we gotta do is we've gotta recharge our energy. Alright, and now it's time to head out. Alright, now if you notice on that map, one of the exits to the north out of the three are still there, even though we cleared that first little portion in the dungeon. That's because the game won't actually get rid of that exit until we open up more dungeons via story. So, let's head to the north again and hit up the next dungeon in that area. Alright, since we have some time, I'm going to talk about how I'm going to handle the collectibles. Essentially, how it's going to work is, as more dungeons open up, I'll just throw out a bonus video and I'll show where most, if not all, of the accessible collectibles in the overworld that I can get to at that point are. Oh, yeah, don't worry about this, I'm just trying to figure out the controls because I kind of forgot even though it's been like a few days. There we go. I kind of forgot that space was our primary weapon. I thought the spread shot was one of my special weapons that I had equipped and not one of the primaries that didn't take any energy. We still gotta get one more room over to where we need to go though. Alright, here we are. A couple of non-aerial vehicles in this area. Now, how we get to the teleporter right there is, well, it's like a little puzzle. See that blue block over here? Well, what we gotta do is, once we kill these meds here, we gotta push that blue block over to where that teleporter is, or just below it. So we can actually jump on the block, and then jump on the platform where the teleporter is. And for that, we actually bring out our magnetic pulse weapon. Oosh! Ah! Darn you, Eddie, why'd you have to destroy that? Alright. So, at this point, we actually have no feasible way to get up there. Maybe I could be wrong. Let's look around a little bit more and see if we can't find our way in. This seems to be like the closest point. Well, okay. Well, it seems we actually have to go back and get our flying vehicle because that is actually the other way into this area. Or to bypass that puzzle entirely. Get this guy and go to it. Alright, it should be around here. Ah, there it is. Let's go. We'll be coming back to this area later. A little more. Alright, now we just ride our vehicle all the way up. And there you go. Puzzle bypassed. And Eddie won't be destroying any more of those blocks right now. Curse you, Eddie. Alright. See, this looks like a little neat. It's got a U formation, and at least two of the robot masters are within a couple rooms of each other. Alright. So let's see what we got going here. It's possible there could be a one-up hidden on this longest path. Ah, and there it is. Very sneaky game. Very sneaky. Alright, let's see if there's anything else on this way. Maybe another pop to grab? No. I can't see him jump onto that from there. Alright. We just gotta find another way up. And it's not on that side of the room. It's over here. Not on this side. Is that a power-up? Ooh, let's go get it. Ooh, it is. Yay. Right, now a thing to note. Although it looks like this game is throwing power-ups at us, or at least the E and L tanks that is everywhere, they will become very scarce much later in the game, so let's enjoy it now while we have the chance. That's now what we're gonna do now is gotta get past this conveyor belt. See how this works. And taking damage won't actually stop our momentum, so we can just jump all the way across. But you don't want to take damage all the time, so it's best to be patient sometimes and wait for the debris to stop falling. Like so. Oh. Alright. Alright. I guess we gotta try that again. Jump. Here we go. Alright, let's try this again. Jump, yeah! Jump, yeah! And, come on. Yeah, alright, let's try this again. Yeah, we made it, perfect. Alright, this room. So we got a couple spinning guys. Looks like Sniper Joe. Oh. And that illustrates how easy it is to walk back into a door without knowing it. Alright. If there's anything down here you should be aware of besides just enemies? Nah. Right now, you see this yellow door here? This yellow door can only be opened via a switch. Which you can see is that green switch all the way in the corner over there. And no, we cannot hit it from a distance. You actually have to be right next to it to activate it. Let's come back up here, and let's see if we can't make our way to that switch. Now you gotta be careful on these swing platforms, as you can tell. You slowly move off it, or I guess it's just the way it works. So you might have to move along it slightly just to readjust yourself so you don't accidentally fall off the edge just because of things general motion. Oh, that guy's got an E-tank. And he's accessible from the same arm that gets me to the switch, alright? Alright, let's try this thing again. Slowly make our way over. Jump! Yeah! And hit the switch. Beep! See, the door's open now. Of course, we got... I guess there's one way to destroy all the enemies again. Man, these things are like everywhere. Who is that? Ah, it's Proto-Man's shield. Nice, let's grab it. Now, what Proto-Man's shield does for you is, notice a little red bar popped up next to our special energy bar? That's your shield's health. It allows us to take a few more hits from the front, or take less damage from the front, if any at all, until the shield runs out. Alright. Looks like we have our first Robot Master behind this door here. Let's see who it is. Ah, of course, it's Dustman. Now, Dustman's gimmick for this fight is... well, it's what you can really see here. He shoots out debris all over the place, and then he sucks it in. Now, it may not look like I'm avoiding it suction action that well, and that's because I can't really avoid it that well at all. The only way to really get out of the thing's path, as you can see right here, is to be as far away from the section as possible when he begins it. First, we're going to use an energy tank. Or life tank, my bad. Energy tank is for weapons, life tank is for life. Almost got him. A little more. Yeah. Where'd the prompt go? Do we even have the weapon? Yeah, I do. Sweet. Alright, this here is actually one of my favorite weapons, because it's auto fire, and it bounces all over the place. You'll see it's used in a little bit here, but it's the one weapon I'm probably going to use most often. Now, if you notice, there's a L upgrade up there for life. Can't really get that right now because to destroy these blocks, we need a different weapon, which we don't have. So we'll be coming back here a little later. For now, let's just continue on. That's our first objective, is to get across this room. Simple enough. But again, you always got to keep an eye to make sure you're not going to slide off the platform as it's rotating. Yeah. Alright. A little bit more and we'll be at this door. Here we go. Oh yeah, this room. Alright. So we can go to the door on the right there, but we don't have the power for that. And the door we can go through actually has a switch that needs to be activated before we can actually hit it. That's why it's yellow. So let's clear out the room of enemies first, or at least most of the enemies that will cause us some trouble. And then we'll figure this thing out. Alright. Now there's no real point jumping spot to get that switch. You're gonna have to use one of these blue blocks to access it, but it won't be that particular blue block. What? I saw an E-tank, so So let's go grab it. Yeah, there it is. Alright, that switch. So what essentially has to happen is this spot right here is where you need to get one of the blue blocks, because it's slow enough that it's one block up from the blue one, and that's how we can gain access to the switch. Now to do that, we gotta use magnetic pulse and fire, like so. It looks like we gotta fire it one more time. Now, there we go. Alright, now, another thing to note is, it is entirely possible to push the blue block off the stage's boundaries through these blue walls here. And that has happened to me on more than one occasion. From there, you'd actually have to leave the room, and then come back to get the blue block back again to continue on. Or magnetic block as it's actually called. So, let's make our way to this door and see who we got. Can't really tell. Oh, it's Crashman. Nice. Now, from here you can see why I like the Dust Crusher. All I have to do is press and hold down the spacebar to fire it. It has bounces everywhere. And it will hit, all those little effects there will hit the enemy. There we go. Ah, sweet missiles. Let's see if there's any power-ups to get in this room. Oh, don't see any. Alright. Well, anyway, the missiles do serve a purpose. What the missiles will do is they'll destroy these junk-looking blocks that can be found throughout the game. Does it take care of a couple more enemies? I'm gonna show you. I think that should be enough. Alright, let's do it. Here we go. High enough, but one more should do it. There we go. Now, if you also notice, that weapon does take away from our special energy, which is the blue bar below our health meter. That takes care of that mess. I really don't know what these other falling debris barrels are for. They really don't serve a purpose. Now this room here is well, I guess you could say it's sort of a puzzle room. But all it really requires you to do is use your missiles at the right places to advance. Oh yeah, and it also requires the use of magnetic blocks in a little more of a puzzly fashion to actually get to the platform to destroy the blocks. Now, as far as I know, this game does not actually have any quick switching abilities or options. So any weapon switches will be done from the menu. Line up our shot. There you go. Almost got it. A little bit more. Damn. Alright, so now we gotta hit that. So now we still gotta get one of these magnetic blocks over to it. Alright, so far so good. Huh. There we go. And fire. No? Alright, so it looks like this block is stuck. That sucks. Guess we'll take a different one. I do like how you can angle your shots and make these things move diagonally. Now, is there anything around here I should be aware of? Over there. Not over there. Okay. Ah, sneaky. And yet another clear all the enemies room. Now the cool thing is, if you're noticing, that the Dust Crusher will actually go up on platforms as long as you got it angled right. So we don't even need to be on the same level as these guys here, because if we were, they'd be able to hit us. So let's see if we can't finish him off with a missile. Yeah. Alright, we're near the next boss. Ah, yeah, it's Charge Man. Alright. Now, these are actually one of the special gimmick fights that I've mentioned before. Basically, the correct way to do this fight is you're supposed to jump in one of the vehicles that are littered around the stage and chase a Charge Man down while firing on him. He'll make the fight harder by throwing mines out at you. You can kind of see them up in distance or right next to us. And they will damage your vehicle. A vehicle takes enough damage and it will get destroyed, leaving you on foot. Now, mines and chargemen aren't the only threat to the vehicles in this particular stage. You yourself can destroy vehicles too by firing on them. And the whole point of the vehicles is so you can keep up with Charge Man. But the Dust Crusher makes that quite irrelevant because, as you can see, we can just shoot in a diagonal direction, hopefully hit him. This is basically just this fight. Now he does have another trick up his sleeve a little later. If you take him down enough, he'll actually start shooting more enemies at you. Then they'll follow you around and start firing on you if you let them stay around too long. Now, since this isn't the proper way to do the fight, it's taking kind of a long while. And hitting those mines does not really help the matter. But he'll be dead pretty soon. Come down to his last bit of health. Come on. Yeah. Yeah! Alright, give us charge boosts. Now, the charge boots are actually one of the first passive items you actually get. What happens is, as long as you have them equipped, you'll walk faster. They don't take any energy or anything like that, they just speed you up. Now, we have missiles, right? We can destroy your blocks. So there's one spot on here we gotta go to pick up a upgrade. And here we are, back in Dustman's room. There's the life upgrade. There's our missiles. Let's go get this thing. Yeah. No, not yet. Do one more. There we go. Alright, anything else up here? Let's go. Alright, that was the waste processing facility. Join me next time as we continue our adventure. Have a great day.